Can we just talk about last night's Big Brother? I cannot even. Oh my gosh. Alright, first, let's talk about the jury house, because that was pretty ridiculous. Ashley, she is just, I don't even know how to describe her. She's just really happy about everything, like every bubbles and making dream boards and making out with Frank. And then we have Brittany, who came into the house, and they're all huggy and, you know, whatevs, fun times. Then Frank shows up. A little bit of troubled waters are headed this way with Brittany and Frank. Joe comes in screaming about everything as usual and just starts blasting everyone in the ears with his opinions. Then we have all of them sitting together talking. Frank and Brittany are basically yelling at each other. Brittany had a good point about Dan, and she was like, you know, he's been playing a great game and that's why he is there still. And Frank was like, you know, I disagree. But you know what, Frank? I'm not quite sure if you knew what Big Brother was before you came into the house, but honesty is not one of the main qualities of a winner of Big Brother. And you know, Frank really didn't stab that many people in the back. Like, he got stabbed in the back many times, and he kept trying to trust people, and so I did see his point there. But Brittany yelling at him about how he stabbed her in the back. Okay, Brittany, how about you were never gonna work with him and would have stabbed him in the back at any moment? So that was stupid, and I love Brittany, so it was like such a conflicting moment because I love both of them so much. We had the veto, which I already knew before watching this that Danielle won, and I was so mad because I was really hoping that Ian would win, but Dan, surprising us again, goes to Danielle and is like, you know, I'd really like it if you take me off the block. She is so stupid. She uses the veto on Dan. And she's thinking her and Shane are gonna stay and be in the final 3 and they're just gonna be so happy together. I hate them. They are the most annoying showmans I think I've ever seen. And it wasn't even a showmance until final 5 or 6 people, when suddenly he was like, let me be all kissy with you now because blah blah blah. Probably because he knew Danielle and Dan were closer in that sense. So he was probably trying to butter her up so that he could guarantee that she would take him instead of Dan. Danielle uses the veto, pulls Dan off. Ian is like, Shane goes up. Shane thinks he's not going anywhere. He's gonna stay and, you know, it's gonna be great. Him, Dan, and Danielle are gonna be in final 3 together. It's gonna be a magical time. Wrong! Dan just says, you know, I vote to evict Shane. Danielle's face was one of the most priceless things I'd ever seen. Can we please look at it right now? I gotta see it again. That face, oh my gosh. What is this? The second, third time Dan has lied to her, and then she goes, you know, crying into the room. Whatever. You know what, you idiot. It's your own fault. Shane, he's just a dirty player. Shut up, Shane. You suck. Come on, get over it. I'm tired of hearing people be like, he's just a dirty player. Nah, 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 nah. Okay, yeah, well, look who's still there. People who backstabbed people. Alright, so Shane's gone. And Danielle's an emotional wreck. What else is new? So, I know who won the first HOH. Dan. I've heard from Twitter, apparently Dan convinced her to throw it. This girl does not deserve to be here anymore. She is an idiot and trusts Dan with her like entire life. She should not have thrown anything at all. Now I'm watching After Dark from last night. Basically sitting in there crying about everything. It's just so dumb. All she does is cry. All she does is cry. Cry, cry, cry. Poor me. Poor me. I gotta do all this stuff. She is so annoying. I really want her gone. My dream is that Ian and Dan are in the final two, but I know that if Dan wins the whole thing, he's probably gonna take Danielle to the final two because he knows he could beat her. And Ian, I'm not sure what he'll do. He should take Dan, hopefully, but he might take Danielle. I think he'll take Dan. I don't know though, but you know, I'm just tired of all this dumb crap. Danielle, go home, go to the jury house, go make out with Shane, have your little fantasy dream life, dating life crap, and just go home. I don't want her to win any money at all. None at all. I don't want any money to go to this girl. Can't wait for Sunday. Yay! Anyway, I'm just felt like, you know, talking about Big Brother again because last night was so great and I was like, ha ha ha, I was laughing so hard. It was great. Loved it. Anyway, that's all for now. See ya!